going to be able to survive. We can't just stop.
Over time, humans have been responsible for polluting the environment.
We are only one very small group of children in this big world, and we believe it is our job to think creatively and act intelligently to look after what we have in our own backyard first.
Yes, we can't change the world, but we can change ourselves.
We interviewed the environmental manager of the Hamilton City Council and asked him what dreams and aspirations he might have for the future of Kirikiriroa.
Kia ora, my name is Aaron Fleming and I am the Strategy Manager here at Hamilton City Council. And so one of the things that we do is create lots of, I suppose, plans and advice and communications to the people of Hamilton to make Hamilton a greener, more environmentally friendly city.
In fact, they created a dream list and we will take these aspirations and dreams on our journey with us.
Kia ora, my name is Orisiana and my aspiration is respecting Ranginui and Papatuanuku. My question is, what are some of the things we can learn from Māori ways of doing things in the past and how did they look after our environment?
When you look at history, people used to live off the land and Māori used to live off the land. And if you go and talk to some of our elders, so our older people in the Māori community, they can teach you about some of the ways that they used to live off the land.
Did you know that Kirikiriroa means lordship of cultivated land? Māori seem to have a special connection with the land.
The river provided physical and spiritual nourishment for Māori.
It gave food like eels, mullets, smelt and plants like watercress. It was also important for transporting their waka.
The militia army settled in Kirikiriroa and Captain John Hamilton led the army. He died in the Battle of Gate Pa in Tauranga, and in 1865 it was decided Kirikiriroa should be renamed Hamilton after him.
Europeans settled in the Waikato and the river became very important in the way of transporting goods and services.
Hamilton is a growing and thriving city today. It is now the 4th largest city in New Zealand.
The first bridge to be built in 1879 was the Union Bridge.
To cross the bridge it cost 1 cent for pedestrian and 15 cents for horse and cart.
Papa, can I pay the 15 shillings, please? Sure. Imagine having to pay today. We don't even have 1 cent anymore.
The first bridge was built in 1937. It was considered the largest concrete bridge in New Zealand at that time. It is known for its 3 bowstring arches. And it is very important because it was seen as leading in concrete technology.
It was responsible for the growth of the suburbs and the road transport and added to the growth of Hamilton.
Broadlands Bridge was originally a railway bridge. It was completed in 1883. Even though trains went over it, people still wanted to walk across it to get into town and for schools.
We have examined the 4 historical bridges, the Union Bridge, the Victoria Street Bridge, the Claudeland and the Fairfield Bridge. These have all had an impact on the environment of Hamilton, even New Zealand. This has increased the population, therefore our footprint.
My questions are, what do you mean by reducing our footprint?
So reducing your footprint. So the footprint is a word that we give to the size of the use that we have on the land. So if we're living like Māori, they lived off the land, so they would have a very small footprint because they're not using lots of things, they're not creating lots of waste, they're not pumping lots of pollutants into the air, so they're seen as having a very small footprint. And there's a limit on how big a footprint can be before we get the balance wrong. So if the footprint gets too big, then the environment starts to suffer.
Hey, we could take this home and put it in our worm farm. Or we could put it in the compost bin. Yeah.
Good one now, bro. Yeah.
No. We need to recycle aluminium, glass and plastic.
Wow, riding a bike is really better than riding a car. And it's way good for our environment.
Use these rabbit droppings for our garden.
This stuff is all really neat, so when you get it in, what do you do with it?
A bit of a system where we sort it all out, make sure that we don't put any rubbish in there, and all the good stuff price up in different areas, it's sorted out into little different categories.
Oh, one man's trash is totally another man's treasure.
We can all be a part of the answer because when a piece of our jigsaw is missing, the puzzle is incomplete. We must do all we can
By thinking creatively and acting intelligently.
to keep our earth spinning.